people, all the beautiful wealth, all the natural resources we had started dying. Leaders, the good leaders were now leaving seats. Maybe they forced them out one way or the other. The good leaders with good heart, good intention were like overthrown. And we started having these greedy gods who started growing up and took over. They took over to the extent that as we are right now on this spot we're standing, or this spot where we're sitting, I can assure you that the way Nigeria is today, it is sad. Nigeria is in a sorry state. Nigeria is dying. Let those words sink in. Nigeria is dying. Let those words sink in. We cannot pretend that Nigeria is in a good state today, because it isn't. 180 million people, 180 million people are without any steady power. They are without regular and steady power. No treated water in some areas. In fact, in so many areas, no treated water. You hear stories of some people filling bottles with stream water or dirty water, selling it in a dubious way. Nigerians do not trust each other. They find it difficult to trust each other. I was discussing with someone the other day, and I said, do you notice that in the United Kingdom, in Britain, overseas mostly, when you're either in a car park or on a train or walking on the streets, people laugh, people smile at each other. Walking next to us, we talk about things, we talk about the weather. Like this period of time in UK, we talk about Brexit. Oh, what did Theresa May say about the single market? What's going on? Is any advantage for us? We talk about things that will just enlighten our mood. But in Nigeria, every face you see will be frowning face. Everyone will be frowning. You hardly see someone smiling in Nigeria. It's like when they're talking, most of them talk so fiercely. They're angry. They're frustrated. Do you blame them? When a father has been searching for work for so many days and he finally gets that job, but the employer hasn't got enough to pay him. He has to pay his daughter's university fees. The daughter has to pay for handouts. She wants to make her hair, look nice. And what happens to that daughter later is she might follow those aristos. That improves prostitution. If he's got a boy, the boy might join cultism. That's another crime increased. Whose fault is it when that happens? How would you allow this to happen? You and I, people around the globe, Nigerians around the globe, let us try to walk around and find a way to help the system. Let's help the problem. Let us help our people back home. Let us help ourselves. Let's help each other. Let us try as much as possible to come together and find solution to the problem on ground. No treated water, no roads, no flush toilets. Hunger is prevalent. No flush toilets. Oh, sugar. I went for a seminar in one of those universities in Lagos. University girls and boys, if you are here on this platform, please type true or false. Most toilets in the universities in Nigeria are so odious. They are so appalling. The state of those toilets are dirty. The lavs are dirty. Sanitary wise, the place, all those places are so dirty and filthy. Most of these restaurants or some eateries, you want to use their lav, you run out. You run out because you see someone just put a big mold in there. If a big, like a big mold, if you get my point, without flushing it. Because there's no water. There's no water. And this is how people take little girls from poor background for granted. Because they pick up girls and say, we're going to Togo, we're going to Ghana or Cotonou to bring house girls. When they bring these house girls will be like 8 years old, 12 years old, and they wake them up like 4 a.m., go and get us some water. Because they want to make the house look good. These girls are not educated. They're not educated. They need food in their tummy as well. Their parents need money, and they send their children out. And indirectly, we are allowing modern day slavery. Thank you, Omeson Karen, even in the airport. Oh gosh. Okay, I don't want to say this, but I'm gonna say it. Karen, you just reminded me something with your comment, even in the airport. Let me tell you this. I think I went to Nigeria. I thought, okay, let me quickly go and wet the flowers. And I went into this airport. One of the ladies there, obviously she's in uniform, so I think she's one of the staff at the airport. She just finished using the ladies, and I went in there. I rushed back out, and I thought to myself, as a lady, if a lady visits a lab and she leaves that place in this state, I mean, what would her bedroom look like? You know what I mean? It wasn't what I was expected. They will ask you is, what have you got for us, auntie? What are you going to give us? Or what are you going to give us, mommy? I know they will ask you to give them something. You go, it should be better than that. Not everyone is used to going there, getting a bottle or something, a container, putting water there to clean herself, clean himself. We're not all used to that. Although it's a good way to clean yourself fresh, but I mean, in a public place, without sanitizer, without soap, it's not something you need. You need enough. You need something that would make you feel comfortable and relaxed later. So as I was saying, all these things put together, people will not laugh. When someone has gone to work, not been paid, the wife has been to her store, she's not been paid, there's no money, children are back from school, they want to pay school fees, they want to pay for good things, they want to pay other good things, there's no money. And someone just said that's 100% true. Thank you. There's no money. People are complaining. You go there, there's no money. You go to your auntie. Auntie says, look at me. I've been selling since morning. Nobody came. God, that means God. God save us in this country. This change, I can categorically tell you, to be honest, I have never experienced or even seen what people are experiencing ever in my life, to what they're experiencing right now in Nigeria. I would never imagine that Nigeria would be on its face like this. Oh, sugar. Let me tell you, everybody, every reasonable person, everyone who is working hard, I am not talking about those who get their money from blood. I'm not talking about flaunting money everywhere. No Nigerian today, anyhow, will tell you that there is nothing anywhere in Nigeria. Are you with me? Even a wealthy person will tell you they've got loans they cannot afford to pay. They will tell you there's nothing there. That's why you see so many of these people coming to London or coming to Ireland or coming to different places to do to get their business done. There is no money anywhere in Nigeria. Food is expensive. Salaries are not being paid as at due time, or not even paid at all. ritual killings for money, unemployment, poverty, delayed and denied justice, corruption, kidnapping, abduction, armed robbery, failed education system, failed health system, which is where we're coming to, insecurity, hopelessness, and fear of tomorrow, and many more are the trademarks of today's Nigeria. If I am lying, please let me know I am lying. The only person that will oppose what I just said would be a sycophant who has been paid by a greedy, heartless politician. There's some young people. I remembered one of my studio interview with some young people in Nigeria. This was not too long ago at one of those TV studios. One of the young guys said, excuse me, ma. You know, we've got some young people who still have good manners anyway. Most of them have got no manners today. Can you blame them? It's what their leaders are doing. You know, they're copying the ones on seat today. You see the ones on seat in the house fighting, you know, beating each other. Those are their parents. So what else do you expect? Anyway, back to my topic. So one of these guys said, excuse me, ma, there's something I want to discuss. He's the leader of youth. He's the youth leader in university. He said at night, some politicians would come to their hostel, university hostel, with a lot of money to bribe them when it's close to election, so that they can go out to fight and disrupt the polling booths. Some of them hire them to fight their opponents or attack their opponents. When I was about to air this on TV, I had to ask the editor to please tone it down a bit for the guy's security. You know, this is what